All right, folks, it is time to start getting race number one on track. If I get all my truck guys out here, turn marshal, please.
Unknown driver. Adam Devlin. Jeff Nyes. Mark Barbosa. TH.
All right, looking for Joe Wilson. Looking for Joe Wilson. Oh, it's buggy time. I got it ready for next time. All right, got all 5 drivers on track. Give Joe a lap here. In fact, if you guys want to take a lap as well, go for it. We're going to go live loop here for round number 1.
Joe Wilson.
All right, folks, next time you cross the line, your time will begin. All right, this is race number 1, round number 1, Wednesday night racing. You wouldn't guess it's Wednesday night by looking outside, though. Looking pretty bright out there still. That daylight savings time bowl, you know what? 25 seconds in. And your fastest opening lap goes to Mark Barbosa at a 16.8. That's going to be the white car on the left-hand side of the course, looking pretty crisp. Oh, a little trouble getting onto the back straight. Announcer's curse strikes. Yeah, 45 seconds in. Right now it's Mark, Jeff, Joe, Sean, and Adam. We are 1 minute down, 5 minutes remaining. Jeff Nyes that time by a 16.2. Yes, it's true. Got Mark Barbosa going 16.6. Sean Torres going 16.6. Got Joe 17.7. Adam in the 20s. Yeah, minute 15 down. 4:45 remaining. All right, Barbosa continues to lead. Right now, he is 0.4 ahead of Jeff. Mark 0.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 10 ahead of Joe. Joe 1.2 ahead of Sean. And Sean about 10 up on Adam. We got a minute 35 down, 4:25 to go. Al Wilson 16.5 that time by. Minute 45 in, 4:15 remains. We are now 2 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. Right now it's Mark Barbosa out front, 22.10 for pace. Got Jeff at 22.12, Joe at 20.11, Sean at 19.12, and Adam at 13. We got 2:15 down, 3:45 remaining. This time by, Mark 0.9 ahead of Jeff, Jeff 13 ahead of Joe, Joe 4 ahead of Sean, Sean a lap up on Adam. Yeah, 3:30 remaining, drivers. This is heat number 1 of buggy. Got 4 heats of buggy tonight and 1 heat of truck. I might be a little partial to truck. I haven't gotten to race truck since the Roar Regional race, but I still have it. I like truck. I am a truck guy. When it comes to RC. I'm going to have to train somebody who does not race truck how to operate this machinery up here. One of these days. All right, we got 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. Jeff Nyes has taken over the 1 spot, 22:15 in the work. Yeah, Mark Barbosa right there with him, 22:16, 0.6 of a second off. We got Joe Wilson holding down the 3, 20:06. Got Sean 19:02, and Adam at 13:03. And we got one out of the park, perhaps. Oh, okay, I see. It sounded like a car going out of the park.
2 minutes left.
We got just under 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Jeff Nyes, 2.5 seconds up on Mark Barbosa. Got Mark 16 ahead of Joe. Joe 5 ahead of Sean. There he was. Sean off the track at the moment. Minute 40 remains. Barbosa going his best lap, 16:4. And this is the first time I've seen Mark run a buggy, so this is his, I believe, is his Wednesday night buggy debut. He's been one of our stadium truck drivers for a minute here. Doing pretty good with the buggy. Lines are looking crisp. Car is looking decent. Got just over a minute to go, drivers.
One minute left.
Mark's car looking really decent, actually. And Mark Barbosa back to the 1 spot. 0.3 of a second ahead of Jeff. Well, Mark and Jeff right now is the battle out there. That's going to be the blue and white versus the all white. I guess you could say Mark is sharing the we're sharing the paint job. He's just missing the little cat stickers. Got 20 seconds to go. Yeah, there are 2 reasons why I paint my car all white. One of them being vision, easy to see, high contrast. The other, I just can't paint. I can't paint RC bodies. I can't paint a wall. I can't paint a fence. All right, folks, time has expired, but keep going until the computer says your name.
Jeff Nyes done.
I like that.
Mark Barbosa done.
2 more. Dos Mas.
All drivers are
And
finished.
that will be a race, drivers.
Joe
Mark
Wilson
Barbosa
done.
taking down the W.
Adam Devlin done.
21 flat. Got Jeff Nyes going 21:03. Joe at 20:15. Adam getting 14. And Sean getting 11 before pulling into the garage. Okay, up next is going to be heat number 2. This one's going to be Joe, James, Anthony, Mike, Chloe, and Martin.
James Colicchio.
Careful on the straightaway, drivers. Got one down on the back straight. If I can get all my drivers from that previous group, I'm going to need your help, guys. Careful entering the straightaway,
Joe
everybody.
Colicchio.
Keep it tight, go inside.
Anthony Zachiglowski.
Okay, straightaway is clear.
Rice Cakes Jr.
All right, we got marshals starting to make their way to the track. Looking for a few more racers as well. There's Mike's car. Also looking for Martin's car. All right, looks like Anthony's found a nice green dot to park on, and his buggy friends are joining him. Okay, Anthony and friends over on the left side. Give Martin an opportunity to do a lap here, so we'll let him go by the start-finish line. Oh, okay, you good? All right. Loop is live. Okay, your fastest opening lap goes to Front Row Joe at a 16.2. Got James at 16.6, Martin at 17.4, everybody else in the 18s. Yeah, 40 seconds down, drivers. James down to a 16.2, Chloe down to a 16.7. We are 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. And right now it's James Colicchio out front, 22.01 for pace. Just 0.2 of a second ahead of Dad. He's at 22.02 for pace. Got Martin at 21.08, Chloe at 21.10, Mike at 19.13, Anthony on a 17 at the moment. Got a minute 15 down, 4:45 to go. James bringing his hot lap down to a 16.1, Chloe 16.4, Martin 17.0. Got Mike at 17.8, Anthony going 15.8, James at 15.7. Times are starting to drop. Got a $1:35 down, 4:25 remaining. And those of you watching on the live feed may have noticed the left side of the track looks a little different. Thank you to Art Cardinale for getting that effort spearheaded. Art and Barry and a couple other guys helped out. Much appreciated. It's looking good. We're looking good and feeling good on a Wednesday night. Got 2:05 down, 3:55 to go. Joe now has taken over the one spot. Joe 0.2 ahead of James. James 3.4 ahead of Chloe. Chloe 6.7 ahead of Martin. Martin 6.1 ahead of Mike. And Mike 3.4 ahead of Anthony. We got 3:35 remaining, drivers. James going 15.5. Mike is 16.9. Joe is 16.1. Chloe 16.1 as well. Martin 17.0. Anthony 15.8. We got 2:45 down, 3:15 remaining. All right, folks, just past 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Yeah, Joe 22.02, James now 22.10, Chloe 22.11, Martin at 20.01, Mike at 20.07, Anthony 19 flat. And Joe getting faster and faster as the run wears on. Now at a 15.8. That's going to be blue car with the orange trim. He is your new race leader. All right, we got 3:40 down, 2:20 to go. Joe 2202, James 2208, Chloe 2213, Martin 20 flat, Mike 2007, Anthony 1906. Yeah, just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers.
2 minutes left.
Just over 2 minutes remaining. All right, 1:40 to go. James going 15-1 that time around. And that puts him on top of the leaderboard. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle, middle. Got 1:20 remaining. James on top of the leaderboard, 22:01. We got Joe 22:09, Chloe 21:05, Martin 21:17, Mike 20:04, Anthony 20:15. Got just over 1 minute remaining, drivers.
1 minute left.
And this time around, James just 1.7 ahead of Joe, Joe 11 ahead of Chloe, Chloe 7 ahead of Martin, Martin 4 ahead of Mike, Mike 7 ahead of Anthony. This is race number 2 on track. Got race 3 coming up next. What's up, Omar? I got you. Yeah, 4's fine. Hey, you know what they say, Art? Money walks. I'll make it happen. Or money talks, blah. We all know what walks. Joe, 0.7 ahead of James this time by. Careful getting onto the straightaway, drivers.
Anthony Zachiglowski done.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Rice Cakes Jr. done.
4
James
more cars
Colicchio
still
done.
live. 3 live.
Joe Colicchio done.
1 more. Uno
Martin
Mas.
Arroyo done.
And that will be
All
a race.
drivers are finished.
It'll be Joe
Mike White
Colicchio
done.
taking down that one. 22:09. Got James 22:12, Chloe 21:05, Martin 21:14, Mike 21:16, Anthony 20:04. All right, folks, we are now making our way into heat number 3. Brandon, Brian, Steve, Pat, Tim, and Art.
Let's go, Art. BP. Steve Loom. Patrick Brill.
All right, folks, so this is most the
Jim
truck.
Albert.
They're driving buggies, however. If I can get all my drivers from that last group, I need your help. Got Chloe out here. I got Anthony out here.
Rice Cakes Supreme.
Got Mike. Got James. Got a Martin. All right, folks. Got everybody checked in, so we're about to get this party started. So we got our on-road Corona Classic coming up this weekend. On-road Corona Classic. So all the normal classes will be offered. We're adding an additional class. Yeah, a new class, 2 on-road. We give Losi NASCAR a try. The cars actually drive really well. Drove Landon's car on our on-road track, and yeah, we're great. Handles good. You can get one of those cars in the hobby shop for $169, battery and charger included. And yeah, for $169, they're legit. That's the best RC car you'll get for under 200 bucks. We got 55 seconds in. Yeah, it's going to be stock class. So 55 seconds in, we got Steve Leung out front. Brandon Perea now out front, 2409. Got Steve 2413, Art 2305, Tim 2306, Brian 2310, Pat 2105. Still early in this one, just $1.20 down. 440 remaining. Let's see, fastest lap so far looks to be BP with a 14.8. BP first car in the 14s here. 14.7 that time by. And another 14.7 for Brandon. So we got just about 2 minutes down, 4 minutes remaining. Brandon Perea on a 24.03. Got Steve on a 24.12. Brian a 23.03. Art 23.04. Tim a 22.02. Pat 21.01. So BP fast lap of 14.7. Brian just went a 14.9. Steve a 15.2. Art 15.5. Tim 15.7. Pat 15.9. And we got 2:30 down. 3:30 remaining. So, yeah, on-road Corona Classic this weekend. I believe the off-road Corona Classic is going to be 2 weeks from Sunday. And another bit of news, in that week between the Corona Classics, we're going to be kicking off the RCFIA series. That is going to be a traveling Formula One RC series. Going to be visiting Fresno, San Jose, Redwood City, Rancho Cordova, and Fremont. That's going to be Warm Springs Raceway. Known more for larger scale racing. However, we're going to race 10 scale out there, and it's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a good race. You're going to want to be in attendance on that one. 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. Brandon Perea, 24.03, about 5 seconds ahead of Steve. Steve, 24.13. Brian, 23.01. Art, 23.06. Tim, 22.02. Pat, 22.11. So BP about 6 seconds ahead of Steve now. Steve, 1.2 ahead of Brian. Brian, 3.4 ahead of Art. Art, 6.7 ahead of Tim. Tim, 5.5 ahead of Pat. Got just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, BG going 14.8 that last lap. He is now 1/10 of a second off of Steve's pace. Minute 45 remains. And another 14.8. That's going to put BG to the 2 spot here. And he's about 7 seconds back at BP. A minute 30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds remain. Got a minute 10 to go, drivers. 70 seconds remain.
One minute left.
You heard the man. You got a minute to go. BP 24.01. Brian 24.12. Steve 23 flat. Art 23.05. Tim 23.15. Pat 22.05. Got 40 seconds left, drivers. Got another heated buggy coming up next. Careful, middle right, middle right. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Ten seconds to go. Keep on going. You don't want to be that person that stops early, so keep on going. Keep going.
BP done. Patrick Brill done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Let's Go Art done.
Two more. Dos más. And that'll be a race.
Drivers are finished.
Yeah, BP taking
Steve
the W
done.
there. British Petroleum going 24:03. Got Steve going 24:15. Brian 23:03. Art 23:06. Tim 23:15. Pat 22:04. I believe we're just going all stock.
Transponder 3731191. Loctite Milio. Lucas Sichiglowski. Ryan R. Randall. Barry Soppet. Kevin Allen. Omar Manan Salsa. Nelson B.
All right, if you just drove in that last race, I will need you out here to marshal this one. Okay, everybody's checked in. Do I have all my turn marshals? I should have Brandon, Steve, Brian, Art, Tim, and Pat. All right, folks. We are about ready to get this show on the road. All right, Barry starts off at 15-2, Lucas at 15-3, Kevin 15-3, Nelson 15-2, Ryan at 15-8, Omar 16-0, John at 16-5. We're 30 seconds in. All right, Barry Soppet lap number 3 going to be a 14-6. Got 55 seconds down, 5:05 to go. Right now it's Barry out front, followed by Kevin, Lucas, Nelson, Ryan, John, and Omar. Got Soppet out front on a 25 lap pace. Got Lucas 24:08, Kevin 24:08, Nelson 24:14, Ryan 24:14 as well. Omar 23:06. And John at 23:06 as well. Minute 20 down, 4:40 to go. And only car in the 14 so far going to be Barry Soppet. Oh, careful on the back straight. That is clear. At a minute 40 down. Barry Soppet out front. So we got Barry 2.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.006 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1 second ahead of John. John 2.3 ahead of Omar. And Barry bringing fast lap down to a 14.5. All right, I'm thinking this new configuration might end up being a little faster. So far, not necessarily the case yet. I think once it gets rubbered in and everyone gets used to it, it might be a little faster. So far, Barry fastest lap of 14.5. Got Kevin going 14.8. Lucas a 15.0. Nelson 15.2. Ryan a 15.1 that time by. John 15.2. And Omar 15.3. At 3 minutes down. 3 minutes to go. So Barry 25.11, Kevin 24.05, Lucas 24.13, Ryan 24.15, Nelson 23 flat, John at 23.02, Omar 23.09. Yeah, 2:30 remaining, drivers. All right, now it's Barry out front, 5.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.4 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 2.9 ahead of John. John 0.5 ahead of Omar. Just over 2 minutes remain, drivers.
2 minutes left.
A minute 45 to go. Barry 25.11, Kevin 24.06, Lucas 24.12, Nelson 24.15, Ryan 23.02, Omar 23.06, John 23.07. All right, we got just over a minute to go. Barry.
1 minute left.
Barry 8 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin 3.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 3.5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.4 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2.7 ahead of Omar. Omar 1.2 ahead of John. Got 30 seconds remaining. Next race up is going to be our truck group. Most of them are out here marshaling, so we'll give them a moment. Got 15 seconds to go. It's our final qualifier of buggy here in round one. After truck, we'll go right back into round two.
Kevin Allen done. Barry Soppet done. Lucas Tchaiglowski done. Loctite Milio done.
All right, Dos
Nelson B
Moss.
done.
2 more.
Ryan R. Randall done.
And that will be
All
a
drivers
race.
are finished.
Barry Soppet going
Omar
25-13.
done.
Kevin 24.08. Lucas 24.12. Ryan 24.15. Actually, Nelson 24.15. Ryan 24.16. John 23.07. Omar 23.22. Okay, that takes us to Stadium Truck.
BP.
All right, I may need a little help marshaling this one, guys, if I get my last group out there.
Steve Loom. Tim Elbert. Rice Cakes Supreme. Mike White. Let's go Art. Patrick Brill.
Oh, I see. Barry is running probably Joe's truck.
Barry Soppet.
I wonder if this is going to encourage Barry to get a truck. All right, folks, we're going to get this party started. Barry's like, this isn't my truck. I'm going to run over all the pipes. All right, so we got BG starting us off at 15-1, BP at 15-5, Barry at 15-6, Tim at 16, Art in the 16s, as well as Steve and Pat. We got 40 seconds down. .45 seconds in, 5:15 to go. Got BG out front, half a second ahead of Barry. 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. Oh, BG now 24:05 for pace. Got Barry at 23:02. Brandon 23:04. Steve 22:11. Tim 21:01. Art 21:03. Mike 20:07. Pat 18:02. At minute 25 down, 4:35 left. Brian, Barry, Brandon, Steve, Tim, Art, Mike, and Pat. Yeah, minute 40 down. BG currently 1.1 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.0, now 0.4 ahead of Barry. Got Barry 5.8 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.3 ahead of Tim. Tim 3.1 ahead of Art. Art 11 ahead of Mike. Mike 3 ahead of Pat. Yeah, 2 down, 4 to go, drivers. Leaders are making their way through traffic here. .215 in, 3:45 left. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. BG going 15:0, 2 laps in a row. That puts his pace at 24:08. Got Barry 23:09, Steve 22:05, Brandon 21:04, Tim at 21:10, Art 21:13, Pat 19, now 20:18, and Mike a 19:14. Ah, man. Yeah, 250 down, 3:10 to go. All right, we got 2:45 remaining, drivers. Brian out front, 24:07. Got Barry, 23:06. Steve, 22:12. Brandon, 22:16. Got Art, 21:11. Tim, 20:01. Pat, 20:04. Got 2:25 remaining, drivers.
Two minutes left.
All right, you heard the man. 2 minutes to go. Brian, Barry, Steve, Brandon, Art, Tim, and Pat. I think BP pulling it off here. Well, putting it back on. Oh, I see what's happening. Driver change. Got the relief driver coming in. Oh. Careful in the middle. All right, folks. Minute 20 to go. Now, orange truck was driven by BP, now driven by BM. Oh. Did you guys see that? The truck didn't break. Yeah, Nelson out there retrieving the debris. Thank you, sir. Oh. Careful on the left. Yeah, 45 seconds remaining. $30 seconds to go. Now, last time by, Barry Soppy going 15-1. Fast lap. Get me 14-8 from Brian Gross. Got 20 seconds remaining, drivers.
BP done. Let's go Art done. Tim Elbert done. Barry Soppit done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Patrick Brill done.
All right, that'll be a race,
All
guys.
drivers are
It's going to be
finished.
Brian Gross taking the victory there,
Steve Loom
24-10. Got Barry 23:02, Steve 22:15, Art 21 flat, Tim 21:05, Pat 21:14, and Brandon's truck being piloted by two different drivers that time. All right, folks, that will conclude round one. So we will now be progressing to round number two. All right, round number two, race number one. That's going to be Mark, Jeff, Joe, Adam, and Sean.
TH. Adam Devlin. Jeff Nyes. Mark Barbosa.
All right, let's get our truck guys out here,
Joe
please.
Wilson.
Get my truck drivers. Yeah, Barry. Man, Tim calling him out. All right, got marshals making their way out here. All right, so starting order here for round number 2 is going to be Mark 1, Jeff 2, Joe 3, Adam 4, Sean 5. You guys will be going one by one as your name is called. Mark, Jeff, Joe, Adam, and Sean. So this is race number 1, round number 2. So fastest opening lap going to Jeff Nyes at a 16.7. Got Joe a 17.4, Mark an 18.0. But Mark responds a 16.1. Careful on the back straight, drivers. That is clear. Mark going 16.1, Jeff a 16.3. Joe going 17.2. Ooh, Mark a 15.7. 1 minute down, drivers, 5 minutes to go. All right, Mark Barbosa out front. Jeff Nyes now, 22.10. Mark a 22.16. Joe a 21.05. Sean a 19.01. Adam a 14.13. Got minute 25 down, 4:35 to go. Minute 40 down. Jeff Nyes 0.9 ahead of Mark. Mark 2.2 ahead of Joe. Joe 4.6 ahead of Sean. Sean a lap up on Adam. A little help up front, please. All right, Jeff going 16.2 that last lap. Joe going 16.4. Yeah, just past 2 minutes down. Just under 4 minutes to go. Right now, Jeff on top of the leaderboard at 22.08. Got Mark at 22.15. Joe at 21.06. Sean at 20.13. Adam at 14.10. Yeah, 3:30 to go, drivers. Ah, man. Yeah, it looks like damage to Torres' car. Yeah, Jeff going 16.0 that time around. He is now 2.7 ahead of Mark. Mark 7.8 ahead of Joe. Joe 5.6 ahead of Sean. Sean a lap up on Adam. All right, folks, got 3 minutes down. 3 minutes to go. Jeff, wow, 0.016 ahead of Mark this time by. The gap between our leaders is razor thin. 2:30 to go. This time by still very close, 0.060. So right now, both drivers on 22.14 for pace. It's going to be the white car battling the white and blue. Joe going 16-4 last time by. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Mark, Jeff, Joe, Adam, and Sean, your full running order. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
This time by, Nyes 0.2 ahead of Barbosa. Barbosa 10 ahead of Wilson. And Wilson will lap up on Devlin. Got a minute 45 to go, drivers. This time by, Mark 1.2 ahead of Jeff. We got 1:30 to go. 90 seconds remaining. Minute 20 remains. $70 seconds remain. Mark 0.04 ahead of Jeff. That is the battle to watch right now. White car versus blue and white. 55 seconds remain. Ah, 40 seconds to go, drivers. Make it count. Mark 22-12, Jeff 22-13, Joe 21-12, Adam 14-14, Sean back on track. 25 seconds left. This time by Mark and Jeff, 1 second apart. Advantage Mark at the moment. 10 seconds remain. Keep on going, drivers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep on going. This time by Barbosa up by 1.8.
TH done. Jeff Nyes done. Mark Barbosa done.
Wow, it's going to be Jeff Nyes
Adam
taking
Devlin
it on
done.
the final lap.
All drivers are finished.
So Jeff going 22-13,
Joe
Mark at
Wilson
22-15, Joe at 21-17, Adam at 14-08, Sean getting 11 laps in the books. Okay, folks, we are now moving in to race number 2.
James Colicchio. Martin Arroyo. Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, if I can get my drivers
Joe
from that
Colicchio.
previous group out here, please.
Rice Cakes Jr.
I'm going to need your help.
Mike White.
All right, folks. Well, now that I'll have you in one spot, starting order is going to be Joe, James, Chloe, Martin, Mike, Anthony. We'll get you going one at a time. Joe, James, Chloe, Martin, Mike, and Anthony. All right, this is start race 2, round 2. All right, fastest opening lap goes to James at a 15.8. Got Anthony a 16.0. Joe a 16.6. Mike a 17.2. We're 45 seconds in, drivers. All right, James out front, followed by Anthony, Chloe, Martin, Joe, and Mike. So we got James going up 15.7, Anthony going a 16.0, Chloe a 16.0, Martin a 17.3, Joe a 16.5, Mike a 17.2. Yeah, 120 down, 440 remaining. James Colicchio out front driving the black buggy. Anthony in the 2 spot driving the gold ride. Chloe in the 3 driving the red and black. Yeah, a minute 35 down, 425 remaining here. Anthony going 15.9, James 15.7, Joe going 16.4, Martin 17.2. We got just about 2 minutes down, drivers. Oh, we got 220 down, 340 to go. Careful on the right side. At 230 down, 330 remaining. Right now, James out front, 23.10. Got Joe 21.09, Martin 21.10, Anthony 20.11, Mike 20.17, Chloe at 19. Got 250 in. We're almost halfway through, drivers. Oh, James continues to lead 23-16 for a pace. Got Joe 21.07, Martin 21.08, Anthony 20.13, Mike 19.01, Chloe 19.10. 320 down, 240 to go. $2:25 remains. James that time by 15.7. He is now 12 seconds ahead of Joe. Joe 2.5 ahead of Martin. Martin 8 seconds ahead of Anthony. Anthony 5 seconds ahead of Mike. And Mike 9 seconds up on Chloe. At 2:10 remaining, drivers.
2 minutes left.
4 down, 2 minutes remain. James going 15.6 that time by. Careful on the left side, careful on the left side. Yeah, Joe going 15.8 last time by. Minute 30 remains, drivers. And Joe bringing it down to a 15.7. Anthony clocking in a 15.4. A minute 15 to go, drivers. 75 seconds remain. All right, drivers, 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
$45 seconds remain. James 23.12, Joe 22.16, Anthony 21.05, Martin 21.06, Mike 20.03, Chloe 19.12. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Twenty seconds left. Remember, drivers, keep on going even after the final tone. 5 seconds remain.
Martin Arroyo done. Rice Cakes Jr. done. Joe Colicchio done. James Colicchio done. Mike White
All right,
done.
folks, that will be a
All
race.
drivers
Got
are
James
finished.
Colicchio going
Anthony
23:16.
done.
Got Joe at 22:14. Martin 21:06. Anthony 21:10. Mike at 20:10. Chloe 19:08. All right, folks, that takes us into race number 3. Race number 3 going to be our truck guys, race and buggy.
Patrick Brill. Tim Elbert.
All right, if I can get all my drivers from the previous group, I'm going to need your help.
Let's go, Art.
You're skipping.
Steve Loom.
That sounds pleasant.
Rice
Are you going to be
Cakes
skipping
Supreme.
through a bed of flowers? What's up? Okay. Can I get a volunteer turn marshal for Mike? Mike needs a moment to fix his truck. And we do need some turn marshals out here. All right, we got our bases covered. Thank you, everybody. Let's get everybody lined up on the left side of the course. Get everybody to join Art over at the wall ride. All right, starting order going to be Steve 1, Brian 2, Art 3, Tim 4, Pat 5. Steve, Brian, Art, Tim, and Pat. This is race number 3 on track. Fastest opening time goes to BG 14.9. 35 seconds in the books. Right now it's BG, Art, Steve, Tim, and Pat. All right, we're 50 seconds in. BG on a 24:07 for pace. Got Steve 24:09, Art 23:01, Tim 23:06, Pat 23:14. Yeah, minute 10 down, 4:50 to go. Yeah, minute 15 in. BG having a bobble there. We'll see how this one shakes out here. Give me Art Cardinale out front. Cardinale half a second up on Steve. Steve 0.04 ahead of Tim. Tim 0.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.4 ahead of Pat. Total delta for the whole pack, 1.1 seconds. Yeah, 4:15 remaining. I think starting to spread out just a bit here. He's Steve, now Brian to the top spot. BG going 14.6 that time by. So Brian half a second up on Steve. Steve 0.09 ahead of Art. Art 0.5 ahead of Tim. And Tim 3 up on Pat. Yeah, 2:15 down, 3:45 to go. $2:30 down, 3:30 remains, drivers. Right now, Brian's pace 23 flat. Art on a 23:02. Steve 23:03. Tim a 23:03. And Pat 23:13. Yeah, 2:50 down, 3:10 to go, drivers. We're almost halfway through. BG another 14.9 that time by, putting his pace to a 24:13. Right now, BG's pace would put him 5th overall. Yeah, 2:45 remaining. Brian 24:15, Steve 23 flat, Art 23:03, Tim 23:04, Pat 23:11. 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. So Brian 1.2 ahead of Steve. Steve 1.7 ahead of Art. Art 0.9 ahead of Tim. And Tim 3 ahead of Pat. All right, folks, we are now 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Brian's pace now 24:15. That would put him 5th overall. A minute 45 remaining, drivers. Minute 35 remains. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the jelly roll. Jelly roll, cinnamon roll. Got minute 25 remaining. To date, I have never had a jelly roll. I've never even seen a jelly roll in actuality. I mean, I've seen pictures of them online, but I've never actually seen one in person. I don't know if they really exist.
1 minute left.
All right, you heard the man. 1 minute to go. Cinnamon rolls, on the other hand, I've had plenty of cinnamon rolls. I love cinnamon rolls. Yeah, 45 seconds to go, drivers. Brian Gross 24:12 for pace. Scott Steve at 23:01. Art 23:04. Tim 23:09. Pat 22:02. So BG's pace right now would put him 5th on the grid. He's about 0.6 of a second off of 4th place. 15 seconds remaining, drivers. Five seconds.
Steve Loong done. Let's go Art done. Patrick Brill done.
And Dos Moss down the back straight. There you go.
Drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys. So
Rice
BG going
Cakes
to qualify
Supreme
5th here with the
Tim Elbert
24:12. Steve going 23:01. Art 23:04. Tim at 23:08. Pat 22 flat. How about that? That takes us to race number 4. Barry, Kevin, Lucas, Nelson, Ryan, John, and Omar.
Barry Soppin. Lucas Sichiglowski. Loctite Milio. Ryan R. Randall. Kevin Allen. Omar Manan Salsa. Nelson B.
All right, Cardinale doing some trash collection there. Indeed. Oh, backstraight. All clear. Okay, if I can get my drivers from that previous group, I'm going to need your help. Okay, so as soon as I get all of the turn marshals out here, we'll get this one underway. I got Art, got Pat, got BP, got BG. Feel like I might be missing. Okay, there's Tim. BG, do I have someone in this corner over here? Okay, cool, we're good. All right, so it's going to be Barry, Kevin, Lucas, Nelson, Ryan, John, and Omar. Your starting order. We'll get it going here with Barry on the tone. Kevin, Lucas, Nelson, Ryan, John, and Omar. Go Omar. All right, so we got Barry at 15-2, lap 2 of 14-5. Lucas going 15-2, Kevin 15-1, Nelson 15-6. 40 seconds in. Oh, Barry Soppit, your race leader so far, 25-11 for pace. Kevin, 3 laps in the books, going 24.07. Lucas also 24.07. Omar 24.15, Nelson 23.01, John 23.05, Ryan 22.12. $110 down, 450 remains, drivers. Race leader driving the silver and purple ride. $125 down, 435 to go. Barry Soppit down the back straight, 25-10 now the pace. So he TQ'd round 1 with a 25-13. Let's see, can Barry do better? $150 down, 410 to go. Barry starting off this run very strong. 25.09 now the pace. Kevin 24.04, Lucas 24.04, Nelson 24.13, John 23.06, Omar 23.09, Ryan 22.06. 215 down, 345 left. All right, Barry Soppit out front, 4 seconds ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2.5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3.4 ahead of John. John 0.8 ahead of Omar. Omar 4.6 ahead of Ryan. 250 down, drivers, 310 to go. Barry out front, 25-10 now the pace. Kevin 24.04, Lucas 24.05, Nelson 24.11, John 2303, Omar 2306, Ryan 2202. Got 2:45 left, drivers, just past halfway. All right, 2:25 remains. Barry now 6 seconds ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 3.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 5 ahead of Omar. Omar 3 ahead of John. John 2.9 ahead of Ryan. Careful on the right. Careful. All clear. So Barry now
left.
6.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.6 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2 ahead of Nelson. Got just under 2 minutes remaining, drivers. So your improvement in this group got Omar on pace to qualify in the top 10 here at a 23:06. Minute 35 remains. Oh, careful at the wall ride, guys. Minute 10 to go. 70 seconds left. Barry now 8.3. Now 9 seconds ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.5 ahead of Lucas.
1 minute
Lucas
left.
4.7 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 9 ahead of Omar. Omar 4.7 ahead of John. John 3.7 ahead of Ryan. 50 seconds remain. $35 seconds to go. Barry 25:11, Kevin 24:07, Lucas 24:09, Nelson 24:15, Omar 23:11, John 22 flat, Ryan 22:04. It's our final buggy qualifier for the night. After this, we got our final truck qualifier of the night. And then we're on to the main event. Art is pumped. Time has expired.
Ryan R. Randall done. Kevin Allen done. Barry Soppet done. Lucas Sichiglowski done. Nelson B. done. Omar Manan Salsa done.
And
All
that
drivers
will
are
be a
finished.
race, guys.
Loctite Milio done.
Barry going 25:11, Kevin 24:07, Lucas 24:08, Nelson 24:14, Omar 23:08, John 23:15, Ryan 22:01. And that'll conclude buggy qualifying. All right, time for the final truck qualifier here. And seeing Barry rock the T6.4 makes me
BP.
want to pull mine out.
Steve Loom. Rice Cakes Supreme.
Careful on the right. Careful on the
Barry
right, guys.
Soppet. Patrick Brill. Mike White. Let's go Art.
All right, if I can get all my drivers from that previous group, I am going to need your help out here. I'm going to need all my drivers from that last one. That is going to be Kevin, Lucas, Nelson, Omar, John, and Ryan. All right, folks. Order going to be Brian, Barry, Steve, Art, Tim, Pat, Brandon, and Mike. We'll get this one going. Brian on the tone. Barry, Steve, Art, Tim, Pat, Brandon, and Mike. Man, someone's got a lot of drag brake. It's making my ears ring. 35 seconds in. Fun fact, do not ask me to drive a car with drag brake. I can't drive with drag brake. I will promptly hand it back to you. I do all my braking manually. I do things the hard way. Oh, Omar calling his own number there. A little foot race with Ryan. Guy's putting the hustle in. Buck 15 down, 4:45 to go. Careful in the middle, guys. Middle, cinnamon roll. Yeah, seriously, it sounds like someone's got like 40% drag brake out there. I mean, teach their own, but yeah, it might be Steve's truck. Got a minute 50 down, 4:10 to go. Right now, BG out front 24:08. Brandon at 23:13. Barry at 23:12. Pat 22 flat. Art 21:16. Tim 21:16. Steve at 20:17. Mike at 17:03. Fastest lap so far, we got Brian out of 14:8. Brandon at 15:6. Barry at 15:2. Art going 15:9. BG 14:6 that time by. Man, are you telling me I have to get a low C? Actually, it's not really low C anymore. TLR. Big difference. I'm not sure if low C is actually still involved with the company at all. All right, folks, got 2:55 down, 3:05 to go. So Brian, Barry, Brandon, Pat, Art, Tim, Steve, Mike. Yeah, 3:20 down, 2:40 to go. BG out front with that TLR. Barry, though, trying to inspire me with that T6.4. Yeah, BP, probably wishing he is driving a T6.4 right now. Oh, a little mix up in the middle. Yeah, 2:15 to go, drivers. All right, folks, just over 2 minutes remaining. Brian, Brandon, Barry.
2 minutes left.
Followed by Pat, Art, Tim, Steve, and Mike. Minute 40 to go, drivers. Oh, wow. A guy passing a guy passing a guy. Yeah, Barry, Bryan, and Art keeping it clean there. Good job, drivers. That was like one of those, that's like seeing a fish eat a fish eat a fish. Got just over a minute to go, drivers.
One minute left.
BG all over the tailgate of Soppet right now. Oh, you didn't let him by. He took it. We got 45 seconds to go. Oh, a little nose wheelie there for Soppet. 35 seconds remain. And Soppet pulling it off. Opting to save the truck for the main event, maybe. Oh, he forgot to charge the battery. 15 seconds to go. Brian Gross with a huge lead. All right, folks, keep going, keep going.
Steve Lung done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Patrick Brill done. Let's Go Art done. Tim
All right,
Elder
a few
done.
more trucks remain.
BP
One
done.
more truck on the clock. 2 corners to go. And that'll be a
All
race.
drivers are finished.
So BG
Mike
taking that
White
one,
done.
2408, BP at 2307, Pat 22 flat, Art 2209, Tim 2210, Steve 2104. All right, folks. Take a short break and we'll get into the main events. All right, folks, main events are up on the screen. Our first race up, the D group, going to be Martin Anthony Mike, Joe Adam Sean.
PH.
C group today, James Pat Joe, Jeff Mark Chloe. Our B group, Steve Ryan Art, John Omar Tim. Our A group, Barry Brandon Kevin, Lucas Brian Nelson. All right, we'll be taking at least one bump up from each lower main. Let's see. The action started, let's say 8:10. 8:10.
Martin Arroyo.
All right, folks, it's about that time. Our first race up going to be our D group. That'll be Martin, Anthony, Mike, Joe, Adam, and Sean. Turn marshals will be truck. All right, drivers, this is race number 1. Our D group of buggy. Winner of this one goes on
Anthony
to the C group.
Zaczkowski.
And if I can get my truck guys out here to marshal, please. Need my truck drivers out here to turn marshal.
Mike White. Joe Wilson. TH.
All right, looking for my truck guys. If I can get a few more of my truck drivers out here to turn marshal, please.
Martin Arroyo.
I may need your help. Do I have anybody on the right side? Okay, so our grid is going to be Martin on the number 1, Anthony on the number 2, Mike on the number 3, Joe on the number 4, Adam on the 5, and Sean on the 6. Let's see, you got 2 cars on the 5 there. Go ahead and pull up, Joe. There we go. All right, folks, grid set, drivers ready. We got 6 minutes on the clock. Winner goes on to the C group. We'll be racing in less than 5. All right, we're off to a start. Field taking the green flag here. Anthony taking the early top spot, but Martin right there with him. Got Mike in the 3, followed by Joe, Sean, and Adam. Yeah, 30 seconds down, 5:30 to go. Race leaders down the back straight. That's the gold car versus the silver and purple, blue windows. Third place going to be Mike White, followed by Sean, Joe, and Adam. And things getting a little closer for that second spot battle. .55 in, 5:05 to go. Anthony out front. He's got a 3-second lead. Got Martin holding down the 2 spot. He's 1 second ahead of Mike. Mike 1.4 ahead of Joe last time by. Looks like you got a battle here. Sean and Joe down the back straight they go. Got a minute 20 down, 4:40 remaining drivers. Anthony going 15.8 that last time by. Race leader driving the gold X-Ray. Got a minute 40 down. Careful on the right side. Careful on the right side. Minute 50 in, 4:10 to go. Anthony out front, 15-7 that time by. So Anthony, Martin, Mike, Joe, Sean, Adam, your full order. Just past 2 minutes down and just under 4 minutes remain. Fastest lap of the race can be Anthony at a 15.7. Only car in the 15 so far. Got Sean a 16.3. We got Martin a 16.6. Mike a 17.2. Joe a 17.2. 2:25 down. 3:35 remains. Anthony 8 seconds ahead of Martin. Martin 1.5 ahead of Mike. Mike 9 ahead of Joe. Joe 2 ahead of Sean. And a little trouble for your race leader. He did have an 8.5 second lead. I think he'll be all right. All right, Gold Car is your race leader. Thank you, sir. Oh, back straight, back straight. Art behind you. Thank you, sir.
There we go.
You tell him. I don't know what he said. I just. All right, we got 3:25 down, 2:35 to go. Careful on the back straight, drivers. All right, back straight's clear. Careful on the right, middle right, middle right. That is clear. Oh, up front, up front. Careful up front, guys. Ooh, that's going to bring the second and third place cars a lot closer. Second place car of Martin going to be silver and purple. Third place going to be Mike. Now second place,
2 minutes
the
left.
green and orange. So that's the battle right there. Silver, purple versus green, orange. Yeah, minute 45 to go, drivers. Right now, Anthony 9.9 ahead of Martin. Martin 0.6 ahead of Mike. Got Mike a lap up on Joe. Joe 1.4 ahead of Sean. And Sean a lap up on Adam. Got a minute 30 to go, drivers. Whoa, Mike with a lucky bounce there. A battle continues on. Good teamwork there. Minute 10 remains. Anthony resetting fast time of 15.5. Looking alive. Just over 1 minute remains, drivers.
1 minute left.
$45 seconds left. Oh, back straight. All clear, all clear. 35 seconds to go. All right, 20 seconds remaining, drivers. A battle for the 2 spots still very much alive. Oh, a little flip for Martin there. I saw Mike a chance to look. Oh, another tumble behind you, Art. Thank you, sir. Battle to the finish,
Martin Arroyo
nonetheless.
done. Adam Devlin done. Joe Wilson done. Anthony Zachiglowski done.
All right, 2 more making their
Mike
way
White
across the
done.
line, and that will
All
be a race,
drivers are
guys.
finished.
Anthony going to
TH
move
done.
on to the C group. And podium for this one going to be Mike, Martin, and Joe. Mike, Martin, Joe, let's get you guys to the podium for a quick picture. That may need you guys to turn marshal. All right, this is our C group taking to the driver's stand. That's going to be James, Pat, Joe, Jeff, Mark, Chloe, and Anthony. So a podium for that one's going to be
James
Mike on the 1,
Pollock-Gio.
Martin 2, and Joe 3.
Jeff Nyes. Mark Barbosa. Joe Pollock-Gio. Patrick Brill. Rice Cakes Jr. Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, I may need some turn marshals out here. Need all my drivers from the last group. I need a little bit of help, guys. All right, I got Mike, I got Sean, I got Adam. Might need a little bit more help on the left side. All right, grid for this one. It's going to be James on the number 1, Pat number 2, Joe 3, Jeff 4, Mark 5, Chloe 6, Anthony 7. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. Winner goes on to the B group. We are going racing in less than 5. Oh, a little trouble on the right. Thank you, sir. So James having a bobble. That is going to put Joe to the top spot. Anthony with an excellent start here, moving his way from last all the way up to second. Got Pat back up to the 3 spot, followed by Chloe. Then Jeff, Mark, and James. And Anthony, man, moving from the basement to the top of the totem pole. And it's a battle here. Joe not letting him run away. Oh, Anthony catching back wheels. Bad bounce. Oh, in trouble for Joe. That's going to put Anthony back to the front. Got Pat and Joe right there with him. Chloe holding down the 4th spot, followed by Mark, Jeff, and James. Minute 20 down, 4:40 to go, drivers. Anthony, Pat, and Joe, your top 3, making their way in front of the driver's stand. Anthony 0.1 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.4 ahead of Joe. Joe 2.4 ahead of Chloe. Chloe 2.4 ahead of Mark. Mark 0.8 ahead of Jeff. And Jeff 2.5 ahead of James. Got buck 45 down. 4:15 to go. Oh, in trouble for your now former race leader. Anthony moving back to the 2 spot. Pat taking over the race lead. Pat going 15.6 that time by. We got 2:05 down, 3:55 to go. Right now, Pat 2.5 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 0.7 ahead of Joe. Joe 4 ahead of Mark. Mark 1.5 ahead of Jeff. Got 3:30 remaining. Race leader driving the blue, green, and yellow. Second place is the gold car. Third place runner going to be blue and orange. Got 3:15 to go, drivers. Careful in the middle, cinnamon roll. That's Anthony going upside down now, knocking back to the 3 spot. Careful on the left side. That is clear. Got 250 remaining, drivers. Right now, Pat 5 ahead of Joe. Joe 2 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 3 ahead of James. James 1.6 ahead of Mark. Mark 1 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 10 up on Chloe. We got 235 remaining, drivers. All right, race leader driving the blue and green car through the cinnamon roll. Careful in the middle. That is clear. 2:15 to go. Pat, Joe, Anthony, James, Mark, Jeff, and Chloe, your full running order. All right, we are now 4 minutes
2
in.
minutes left.
2 minutes to go. Careful on the left, careful on the left. That is clear. Minute 40 to go, drivers. Careful at beginning of the straightaway, beginning of the straight. That is now clear. Well, Pat now 9 seconds up on Joe. Joe 2.5 ahead of James. James 1 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 1.6 ahead of Mark. Mark 4 ahead of Jeff. Got a minute 15 to go, racers. 75 seconds left. Just over a minute. Careful up front. Careful
1
up
minute
front.
left.
50 seconds remaining. All right, 15 seconds left, drivers. All right, time is about to expire. Race to the line.
Patrick Brill done.
Patrick Brill
Bryce
taking
Cakes
down the
Jr.
W.
done.
He's going to move up to
Mark
the B
Barbosa done.
main event.
James Colicchio done. Jeff Nyes done. Anthony Zachiglowski done.
All right, and
All
that will
drivers
be a
are
race.
finished.
Patrick
Joe
moving up to
Colicchio
the B
done.
main. Our podium for this one going to be James, Joe, and Mark. Rest order, Jeff, Anthony, and Chloe.
Steve Liu. Ryan R. Randall. Let's go Art. Loctite Milio. Tim Elbert. Omar Manan Salsa.
All right. Do I have all my marshals out there?
Patrick Brill.
All right. So our grid is going to be Steve on the number 1, Ryan 2, Art 3, John 4, Omar 5, Tim 6, and Pat on the 7. All right, folks. Grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. Whoa. Where'd he come from? All right, so we got Steve Leong out front, followed by Ryan R. Randall, or R. Ryan Randall, depending what season it is. Third spot being held down by Omar, followed by Art, Pat, Tim, and John. Got 45 down, 5:15 to go. Oh, somebody doing a little durability testing there. Yeah, 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. Battle for the lead, making its way around the right-hand side of the track. It's going to be Steve versus Ryan. Now through that cinnamon roll. All right, 1:40 down. Steve just half a second ahead of Ryan. That is the battle to watch right now. Steve going a little bit wide there. Ryan going a little narrow. Bit of a recoil roll there, but that's going to put Manansala all over. Oh, Manansala into the side. Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, 2 minutes down, drivers. And that's going to leave Steve all by himself out front. Pat starting out the back of the pack in this one, moving his way up to the 2. Oh, trouble for Art. So this time around, it is going to be Steve, 4.5 ahead of Pat. Pat 2 ahead of John. John just ahead of Tim, Ryan, Omar, and Art. Yeah, 2:40 down, 3:20 to go. This time by Steve, 5 ahead of Pat. Pat 2 ahead of John. John 0.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 5 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.2 ahead of Tim. Tim 2.6 ahead of Art. Got 3 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes to go. Careful left side, guys. Getting onto the back straight. That is clear. 3:10 down, 2:50 left. Race leader driving the blue and white car. Second place going to be blue and green. And battle for the 3 spot. Be John versus Ryan right now.
Two minutes left.
All right, we we got 4:15 down, a $1.45 remaining. Right now, Steve 4.4 ahead of Pat. Pat 4.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.5 ahead of Omar. Omar 3.1 ahead of John. John 1.2 ahead of Art. Art 1.8 ahead of Tim. Now, 1:30 to go, drivers. Up next is going to be the A-Main Buggy. And now Steve holding down a 4.7 second lead. He's working his way through traffic. That's going to be the white and blue ride. Got Pat holding down the 2, driving the blue and green. Ryan in the 3, running the pink, white, and blue.
1 minute
Omar
left.
moving into the 4 spot. 55 seconds to go. Ooh, and John making the Art making the move. Careful in the middle, middle right. And that is clear. 45 seconds remain. Omar just threw down hot lap 14.9. Yeah, 30 seconds to go. Believe it or not, that was a Prius. Probably missing its cat. 10 seconds to go, drivers. Careful in the middle, cinnamon roll. Time is about to expire. Race to the line, drivers.
Let's go, Art done. Loctite Milio done. Steve Loom done. Tim Elbert done. Patrick Brill done.
And that
Omar
will be a
Mansalsa
race.
done.
It's going to be Steve
All
Leung
drivers
making
are
it to the
finished.
A-Main
Ryan R.
event.
Randall done.
Your podium going to be Pat, Omar, and Ryan.
BP. Barry Soppin. Lucas Sichiglowski.
That Carlos Cortez down there. All right, he'll be signing autographs. Kissing hands, shaking babies,
Rice
something
Cake
like
Supreme. Kevin Allen. Nelson B.
that. All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals.
Steve Loom.
Tail. All right, folks. Whoa, need a little help there. All right, grid is going to be Barry on the 1, Brandon on the 2, Kevin on the 3, Lucas on the 4, Brian 5, Nelson 6, and Steve 7. After you. Okay, grid is set. Almost. Drivers ready. We are going racing. First turn pile up in less than 5. Nice. $15 seconds in. going to be Barry out front. Brandon in the 2. Now Lucas up to the 3, followed by Nelson, Steve, Kevin, and Brian. 30 seconds down, 5:30 to go. All right, we're 40 seconds in. So we got 55 seconds down. Barry just 0.4 ahead of Brandon. Got about 1.4 back to Lucas. Lucas is 2.4 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.3 ahead of Steve, who is just ahead of Kevin and Brian. Got a minute 10 down, 4:50 to go. A minute 25 down, 4:35 remaining. It is a battle out front between Barry and Brandon. That's going to be the silver and purple versus the gray and magenta. They're making their way through the left side of the track, down the back straightaway. Fast lap right now going to Brandon now, 14.4. Got Barry 14.5, Lucas a 14.8, Kevin a 14.9, everybody else 15.1. 2 minutes down, 4 minutes to go, drivers. So Barry 0.4 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.5 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.5 ahead of Steve. Steve 2 seconds up on Brian. Yeah, 3:35 remaining now. And more of our drivers breaking into the 14s. Barry at a 14.5, Brandon 14.4, Lucas 14.8, Nelson 15.1, Kevin 14.8, Steve a 15.1, Brian a 14.7. Careful getting onto the straight, guys. At 2:45 down, 3:15 to go. Got Nelson now, 14.8. 3 down, 3 to go, drivers. $3:15 in, 2:45 to go. Barry 1.1 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 5.8 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.4 ahead of Steve. 2:20 to go, drivers. Just over 2 minutes remain. We are now 4 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Barry 0.8 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 6.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.1 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.8 ahead of Steve. Minute 45 remaining. Minute 30 to go, drivers. Barry, Brandon, Lucas, your top 3 here. Minute 10 to go. The leaders are making their way up on some traffic here. Wow, it's taken 5 minutes for that to happen. Good job, drivers. I am impressed.
1 minute left.
Oh, Barry and Brandon still close. They've been this close practically all race long. Down the back straight they go. 0.6 is the gap with 45 seconds left. BP all over the back wing of Soppet. Down the back straight they go. 30 seconds remain. Point to the gap at the line. 20 seconds left. 15 seconds to go. Will they get by for one more? It's looking more and more likely here. 5 seconds left. They do make it by. Last lap for your race leaders right here. Time has expired. Race to the line, drivers. BP's got to make it happen here.
Lucas Sichiglowski done.
And it's going to be
Nelson
Barry by .19.
Barry Soppet done.
What a race,
All
guys.
drivers
That
are
was
finished.
impressive.
BP done.
The whole damn race. I think the biggest that gap was like 0.6. All right. Good job, drivers. It's going to be Barry, Brandon, and Lucas standing on the podium today in 17.5 buggy. Rest order going to be Nelson, Kevin, Steve, and Brian. All right, this is the final race of the night. 13.5 truck.
Barry Soppet. BP. Rice Cakes Supreme. Tim Elbert. Let's go Art. Mike White. Patrick Brill. Steve Loom.
Okay, well, I think we got most of our marshals out here. We got maybe even a few volunteers. I could use a little bit of help in front of the ice cream machine. Actually, the right side of the track's looking a little bare. Yeah, you can't park there. Okay, so grid is going to be Brian on the 1, Barry on the 2, Brandon on the 3, Pat 4, Art 5, Tim 6, Steve 7, and Mike 8. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. And they are off. BG leading the pack. Yeah, Brandon taking over the 2 spot. Oh, Barry taking it back. Oh, BG almost launching it out of the park. That's going to put Barry up to the 1 for the time being. BP in the 2, BG 3. Followed by Pat, Art, Tim, Steve, and Mike. All right, we got 50 seconds down, 5:10 to go. 3-truck battle out front. That's the yellow versus the orange versus the yellow and blue. They're making their way down the back straight. 15-2 for BP, and he has taken over the lead. Oh, BP out front. Got Barry in the 2, Brian in the 3. Oh, and Barry now back to the front. Top 3 still close. Got $130 down, 4:30 to go. Race leaders once again down the back straight. Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard that one. Now $145 down, 4:15 to go. Leaders coming up on a little bit of traffic here, perhaps. Actually, Albert's for position. So Albert up to the 2 spot, trying to hold off BG and BP. All right, 2:15 in, 3:45 to go. And Barry now 4.5 seconds up the road. Yeah, 2:30 down, 3:30 to go. Oh, BG a little off trajectory there, allowing BP up to the 2. Got 2:40 down, 3:20 to go, drivers. Barry going 15-2 that time by. All right, drivers, we are approaching 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Barry, Brandon, Brian, Tim, Pat, Art, Steve, and Mike. At 2:45 remaining, drivers. Barry 4.3 ahead of Brandon. Brandon about 5 ahead of Tim. At 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. And race leader down the back straight running one of those yellow trucks. 2:15 remaining. Race leader down the back straight, second place into that left side section.
2 minutes
As yet
left.
to be named. A minute 50 remaining, drivers. Barry, Brandon, Tim, Pat, Art, Brian, Steve, Mike, your full order. Minute 30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds remain. Best battle on track right now is going to be Tim versus Art versus Pat. Oh, looks like Pat getting flung. Minute 20 to go. Minute 10 remains, 70 seconds left.
One minute left.
All right, you heard the man, a minute to go. $45 seconds left. Barry, Brandon, Tim, Brian, Pat, Art, Steve, and Mike, your full order. And we got B. Oh, I was just about to say BG was closing in on Tim. $20 seconds remain, drivers. Oh.
Barry Soppit done.
Oh, Barry Soppit taking
Tim
down the
Albert
W in truck today.
Patrick Brill done.
Maybe I will dust off
Rice
that old
Cake Supreme
T6.4.
BP done. Let's go Art done.
Okay, that'll be a race,
Done.
guys.
All
Got
drivers
Barry,
are finished.
Brandon, and Tim
Mike
on
White
the
done.
podium tonight in truck. Rest order, Pat, Brian, Art, Steve, and Mike. All right, guys, thank you for showing up for Wednesday night racing. Got Friday night racing. You're going to be the 3-lap Friday series coming up. It's going to be race 3 of that series. Fun and exciting qualifying format. You don't want to miss that. Hopefully, I'll see you Friday. Also, got the On-Road Corona Classic going on this weekend. We are adding Losi NASCAR to the list. Hey, Hal, thank you again for viewing or racing. Goodbye and good night.